very refreshing. Tell us, what is this movie about?
This film is essentially about a woman called Praful Patel. And why this is a very exciting character is because Praful is a divorced woman, and she's not very young, but she's not old either. She's 30 and she is divorced, but not out there to get married again. So I feel that a divorced woman doesn't have a husband's house, and she doesn't belong to her father's house either. She doesn't have a surname. So she makes for a very exciting social element which we have as a subject. And the kind of sexual freedom that a divorced woman enjoys, or the kind of financial freedom that she wants to have, and the kind of overall freedom that she deserves as a woman is essentially what Simran talks about. Having a very fun background backdrop where she is she thinks she can make for a very good entrepreneur or businesswoman, but she's a big failure in life in general, but she doesn't feel that way, and I think that's what makes her a great protagonist.
Amazing. So Kangana, tell us, how are you picking these interesting, strong female lead characters? Because everything that we see that Kangana is a part of always has like a little message, a little takeaway that fans can take. So how are you picking these roles?
Well, I just feel that working for 11 years now, I just want to spend my time doing things that are significant, and I've been fortunate enough to get people, who are like-minded and who want to do similar work. Like me and Hansal sir were meaning to work together for a while. We had another subject we were working on that didn't work out. Then we had that, those 6 months where we didn't know what to do. And then he finally came with this one-liner, and we developed together. But it's not about the events in her life. It's more about the spirit, that undying spirit, and what we're addressing as what in modern society, where there's a place for some of us, and most of us are a misfit. So what happens to those and how they live? It's a story about that.
Well, we can't wait. I think the teaser from what we just saw looks very, very interesting.
Thank you.
And yes, so we'll come back to Simran and we'll talk a little bit more about the movie that's coming up. But before we can do that, this is your first ever visit to the Facebook office. And
yes, and it's lovely. The people here are exceptionally sweet, and I felt like it's a Valentine. And boys are very sexy, guys. I'm not joking. They are. And girls are extremely sweet. And I don't know. It just feels too good to be true. What's going on here?
Well, the pleasure is all ours. I think it's just you and your energy that's making everything look amazing. Yes, so since this is your first ever live, we have this interesting game planned for you, which is Kangana's first ever, where we're going to ask you some interesting questions about all the things that are some firsts in your life, and
yes.
You can probably recall some of the old memories, and just like maybe a little bit of nostalgia might just happen. So you ready for this?
Yes.
So I'm just going to throw some random first times of your life, and then you just have to elaborate a little bit. Maybe you can tell us a story if you have, or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Alright, so this is Kangana's first. Kangana's first audition.
My first audition was for an ice cream ad in Delhi, where I was playing an extra in that ad. I got the job.
Well, was that your first job as well?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Is that something that maybe fans can find online and
they can. It's called Mother's Dairy Ice Cream. I don't know if they still have that campaign, but I remember one hoarding. They had there were a bunch of college students. We were supposed to be students who were just having ice cream, and there was one hoarding which had me standing in, the others didn't. So a friend of mine saw that hey, you're on a billboard. So we used to go there every day and see that when I was doing workshops for theatre, India Habitat Center. So it was quite a lot of fun, in those days, to see yourself on a billboard in Delhi, standing behind 3 girls and one head popping out, having ice cream. It was fun.
Now do you get excited when you see your face on magazines and billboards?
There is excitement every time you see, on a magazine stand, you see yourself, you're like, thank God, this month I made it to some cover.
Alright, your first word as a baby?
I don't know that. I wouldn't want to lie about that, but I think I must have said Mama, Papa or Pani or something like that.
Sweet. Do you remember your first date?
Yes, I do. It was a disaster. My first date was actually a blind date, which me and my friend Bondina and Ranita, they're my partners in crime. So guys, you have to officially own this disaster. So we were in hostel and we were like, I think 14 or 15, and we got just so excited about this idea of dates and all of that. So a friend of ours were dating someone in boys' college, and he had friends. So they fixed us with some, like we were three of us and there were three boys. So we went to 17th sector, and we had to, there were no mobiles and all in those days. So we had to identify the boys from their like red t-shirt or caps. So we identified those and we refused to recognize them. They came to us like, you are the girls and you are Kangana, you're Ranita and you're Bondina. Like, no, we don't know you. Because they were definitely not what we had expected. So we ran for our lives. Yeah.
So a disastrous first date.
It still remains that though, by the way. Dates never really turn out the way you want them to be, isn't it?
Well, have you had a nice date in like the recent past maybe?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. So good that boys are not letting you down. Your first acting performance on stage or in school?
That was for Asmita group called a play called Madhavi, where I was doing the backstage, but the actor who was supposed to do like a male actor who was supposed to play a part was missing. And just before the performance, my theatre guru Arvind Gaur, he put me in his clothes like, you go, you play a man. I said, what? Okay.
All right. And do you remember your first award?
Yeah, I must have been for like gangster. I think of Jifa award. In those days, we had an award called Jifa Awards. 2007 when we were in Malaysia, and I got an award for gangster.
And again, what a brilliant performance that was.
Thank you.
Do you remember your first TV interview?
I think that was with Mahesh Bhatt sir, and the anchor kept asking questions in English, and I was fumbling, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so hard to speak. I could understand English in those days because of course my syllabus was in English, so we used to study that, but we were not used to speaking English, and every time I saw people talking in English on TV, I thought it must be easier on TV. It just seemed so effortless. When I started to talk, I was like, I can't utter a single word, and Bhatt was, I think, trying to make me comfortable, and he was telling the anchor that, she's still young and don't ask her too many questions. And I'm like, well, I'm not that young to understand questions, it's just that I can't talk.
Do you remember your first day of shoot?
Gangster. That was again in Seoul. Like film shoot or like
any kind of shoot?
That I had done few advertisements like playing extras and things like that. Yeah, for some, there was this some B grade advertisements and things like that. I must have.
All right. What's the first thing you bought from your paycheck?
Paycheck? We used to pay rent when we were in Delhi. That was the one thing that we used to. I was sharing apartment with my friends, and that deadline had to. And I remember one Sardar uncle who used to come banging on our doors. Tum ladkiyan kiraya nahi deti ho, and then we used to pretend to be inside the toilet. And uncle said, "Hare main naha rahi hu, main jab bhi aata hu, tum log naha rahe hote ho." So then we used to wrap a towel around just to scandalize uncle, and But I head out, Uncle, I'm naha rahe the. Uncle used to ask, okay, beta, jao, naha lo. I used to run away.
Alright, your first solo holiday?
That was way back when I was working on, I think post-fashion. I went to Italy, to Rome, on my own I am a huge fan of Da Vinci and Michelangelo, so I went to see their work to Rome.
And do you prefer traveling solo over traveling with company?
Depends. Who's the company?
Alright. And last question is, do you remember the first time you felt like a celebrity?
Today. Today I felt so good. Seriously. I felt like I'm really loved. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. I want to work in office like that. You look so cool and people are so nice. But I'm sure you guys are not like that all the time. Let's be honest. This is just for Kangana. This is just for me.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well, you have a lot of love coming your way. Fans from all over the world. Let's just say a few highs. Rohit Singh is saying, "Ma'am, you're very cute." Faiz is saying he's been a fan for so many years.
Thank you, Faiz.
Zohaib is asking, would you ever want to be in Pakistani cinema?
Sure, I would love to. I think my films are really liked there, like Wo Lamhe, and yeah, I would love to.
Amazing. Shubham is saying hi. Harsh is
Shubham.
saying hello, beautiful.
Hi, Harsh.
Azim is saying you're looking very cool and fresh and classy.
Thank you.
Wow.
I
so-
am looking. What do you mean?
Well, I'm surprised that you say that you don't get this much love wherever you go, and you should. All right, so let's come back to Simran for a second because
Yes.
that's what we're here to talk about. You mentioned the character's name is Praful. That's a very weird coincidence. My name is Pratul, and
Wow.
I'm talking to Praful. So yes, you're meant to be at Facebook, in fact. But yeah, so tell us, how did this? Why did you decide to do this movie over any other project that you must have come your way? And what's so special about this character?
Because because Hansal sir was offering me something which I was hoping to do. He wanted me to collaborate, on the script and overall process, which was which is something that I was hoping to do for a while now, and precisely only because of Hansal sir, and he's a very non-judgmental and very progressive kind of a man. The way he's with his wife and the way he's with his children, he comes across as someone who's very comfortable and very confident of who he is. So I needed someone like that, like I'd had the similar experience with Vikas Behel during Queen. Vikas is also amazing as a person, so they give you this platform to just take off, which I think is great. That's what I needed.
So who are some of the filmmakers that you would want to work with now? Because I think everyone has established that Kangana is basically someone who can fit into any role, and she's given such brilliant performances like Queen and Tanu Weds Manu and now Simran, in fact. So who are some of the people that you still want to work with, or some creative geniuses that you would want to collaborate with on projects?
Well, there are so many, but I don't want to anymore work for anyone else, because I just feel that I want to just work for myself, and I feel that though we have great directors out there, and there are so many actors who who are out there, and they must be hoping to work with these great directors, but I want to step out of the actor part of my life, because I'm just so done with it, and I want to try different things in life, and otherwise I feel my life is just running in a loop, like I'm just going in a loop. So I would want to now be something more, like more than just being an actor. But yeah, and because of that, it's very unfortunate that I cannot now in this capacity work with any director, but there are some great people out there.
Amazing. There's one interesting question from a fan called Ruchi, and she's asking you, who's your inspiration? And that's my question to you as well, because with the characters that you play, you inspire so many people, some young girls all over the country, in fact. Who inspires you?
Well, I also get a lot of inspiration from people around me, to be honest. It's not that only I inspire, I only depict what I see around me. Like I just said about Praful. Praful is someone like to be in that state of mind to just be done with that when the fairy tale bubble bursts, like how we're all growing up, and especially when you're very young, you think there is a Prince Charming and all of that, because you're just grown up, you've been taught that, and you know nothing better, and that's what you feel. And when that bubble is burst, like Prince Charming is as human as you are, like there is nothing extra to that person. So when that bubble bursts and you're left with a bit of an unfortunate situation, like how Simran is, like Praful is a divorcee, and she wants to date, she wants to have fun, but she doesn't want to be entangled in another marriage, and she wants to be rich, and she wants to make a lot of money. So it inspires me as a woman. It inspires me to depict that life and that sort of a freedom, like what do you feel when you're just, you don't have the chains of that fantasy that is engraved in your psyche, in your childhood, which actually is not even close to reality. So Praful had to know that person, to be in that person's place. has been so inspirational, so great, and this girl is going to be quite a favorite with everyone, I feel, because I love Simran. I totally love her.
And I'm sure fans will love Simran as well.
Thank you.
Well, I think it's time to have some fun.
Yes.
So we have a little game plan now. Since we know that you've been part of these iconic films, and all your dialogues are something that everyone is just like breaks into a Kangana dialogue every time there's something funny happens. So
I just hope that Haryanvi dialogue is not here. I took a lot of time to get that diction right, and now I look like a fool every time I try and copy myself.
So we'll see if you can try, otherwise we'll see. So there are some dialogues right there.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to pair your dialogues with some reactions.
Okay.
So you can pick a dialogue and then pick a reaction, and you have to redo the dialogue in that emotion. Yes? And
The acting never leaves
we're
me.
putting Kangana to an acting test, everyone. Go for it.
Okay, so I have to
Pick first.
these in an order.
Yeah, no, you can pick however you want.
इंडियन सब चीज में बेस्ट हैं, किसिंग में भी इंडियन से बेस्ट हैं, कभी इमरान हाशमी की फिल्म नहीं देखी, एंड नाउ द इमोशन इज
Yes.
दिस
Angry.
एंग्री. ओके,
Yes.
दिस इज इजी. इंडियन सब चीज में बेस्ट हैं, किसिंग में भी इंडियन से बेस्ट है, कभी इमरान हाशमी की फिल्म नहीं देखी. आई वाज वेरी एंग्री.
Dialogue number 2.
Okay, dialogue number 2 is, oh my god, that Kusum dialogue. Please, can we not do this? This is a very long
You can
line.
do a little bit of
मारा नाम कुसुम सांगवान, यो मारी सहेली पिंकी, मैं रामजस कॉलेज दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ू सू. And the dialogue and this emoji is like
Wow, so this is shock.
I'm in a state of some. Okay, the shock, like I'm shocked.
Yes.
Okay. मारा नाम कुसुम सांगवान, यो मारी सहेली पिंकी, मैं रामजस कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ू सू, स्पोर्ट्स कोटे ते एडमिशन लिया, नेशनल लेवल के एथलीट सू, जिला जजर फोन नंबर में दो को ना.
Amazing. Dialogue number 3.
Dude, हालत देखी है, अदरक हो गया है ये आदमी, कहीं से भी बढ़ रहा है. I love this.
I love all your dialogues.
And what is this?
This is haha funny.
हालत देखी है इस आदमी की, अदरक हो गया है, कहीं से भी बढ़ रहा है. Okay, fine.
Amazing.
Okay, सपने देखना और सपनों को पूरा हो जाना बहुत अलग बातें हैं. This is from Simran.
No.
This is gangster of fashion.
This is gangster.
Oh, this is gangster. Oh my God. हाँ.
First performance.
सपना, ये पसीना निकल गया.
This is sad.
Sad, हाँ?
Yes.
और सपनों का पूरा हो जाना बहुत अलग बातें हैं. This is my first performance. I was a baby back then. Okay. सपने देखना और सपनों का पूरा हो जाना बहुत अलग है. This is like दुखी.
Yes.
Okay.
Emotional.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
crying.
I need glycerin. I need glycerin. So I'll do like a mild sadness. Okay. सपने देखना और सपनों का पूरा हो जाना बहुत अलग बातें हैं. Heartbreak.
amazing.
मेरा सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर बहुत अच्छा है, आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेगा. And
Okay,
this
that's
is
love. So you can like say it in a flirty way.
okay, cool. I like this. मेरा सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर बहुत अच्छा है. मेरा सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर बहुत अच्छा है, आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेगा.
Amazing.
आदमी सबसे पीछा छुड़ा सकता है पर अपने परछाई से नहीं. दिस इज फैशन. वाओ, ये क्या है? थम्स अप.
Yeah, so this you can interpret however you want. Just
आदमी
say it in
सबसे
your
पीछा
own
छुड़ा
style.
सकता है मगर अपनी परछाई से नहीं. आदमी सबसे पीछा छुड़ा सकता है मगर अपनी परछाई से नहीं.
Amazing.
Okay,
Well, thank you so much, Kangana.
You're welcome.
This was amazing. Now we're going to get back to just talking to some fans. Yes. So there are about 2,000 people watching you live right now, and we'll just quickly say hi to a few people.
Yes, thank you very much for
Okay.
watching me.
Yes. So you just have to take their name, say hi. Prasanta is saying hi, ma'am.
Hi Prasanta.
Sachin is just saying wow.
Hi Sachin.
Someone's asking what is your name in the movie. I'm imagining.
What is my name?
Simran.
Simran.
So if your name in the movie is Praful, then why is the movie called Simran?
Well, that's the mystery.
Okay.
So that's a mystery. So please watch the film for that.
Very interesting. Which hero in the industry आपको सबसे impressive लगता है? Astro wants to know.
Oh, सबसे ज़्यादा impressive लगता है. बहुत सारे हीरोज इम्प्रेसिव हैं. क्या आप कंट्रोवर्सी क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं आप कुछ?
Prathamesh wants to know if you have a dream role.
Do I have a dream role? I am writing a film and I will be acting in that. So that's my dream role as of now.
Interesting. Someone's asking, can you do a Gujarati accent?
I can, but now I'm a little out of it. When I was filming, then I could, but it goes a little bit like this. ए भाई अभी तू बैठ जाना. ए भाई ज़्यादा शान पत्ती मत करना. Something like that. Little pahadi. It goes like that.
Oh, so that's what we're going to get to see in Simran, maybe?
No, not so extreme.
Okay.
Only because she's in the US and she's covered it up. So there are times when she's with her family when she breaks into complete Guju accent, but not entire film, no.
Okay. And to all the fans watching, there are so many people saying that one message in Hindi, so maybe like one little message for all your fans in Hindi would be amazing.
आप सबको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं और बहुत धन्यवाद. आप लोग मुझे देख रहे हैं और सिमरन ज़रूर देखिएगा और अगर आपको पसंद आई तो हम लोग फिर से फेसबुक ऑफिस में आके चैट करेंगे.
Well, amazing. Thank you so much, Kangana, for doing this and spending your day at the Facebook office. Before we go, we're going to play fans the teaser once again.
Yes.
So that they're aware of Simran is coming out and Kangana is here with us finally. Any last messages about being here?
Well, this has been a wonderful experience and